Hey everyone, this is Caitlin.
This is Lacey.
And welcome to Season 2 of Women in the Trailer Industry.
Trailer dealers, are you ready to go big with your dealership? Then make your way to the 2022 NATDA Trailer Show at the Music City Center in Nashville, Tennessee from August 31st to September 2nd. The Trailer Show brings together trailer dealers, manufacturers, parts suppliers, and service providers all under one roof. Learn valuable skills, shop for innovative industry-related products, and make valuable connections that can help you grow your business. This year's NATDA Trailer Show is shaping up to be the biggest and best with more educational offering and the largest exhibit hall in history. All in the heart of Music City, just steps from exciting attractions like the Country Music Hall of Fame and the Honky Tonk Highway. Don't wait, be a part of the biggest event in the trailer industry. Visit natda.org to register today. Again, that's natda.org. See y'all in Nashville.
All right, so Lacey, what all has happened since our last season? What are some things we want to touch on today?
Yeah, so first, let's just say, we're so excited to that we have one season in of our podcast, and we are on season 2. I didn't think we'd be here, but It's pretty exciting.
Feeling a little rusty.
I know.
I don't remember how to do this as much.
It's
as
been
I
a while.
did.
It's only been a couple of months, but still, it's like you get out of practice, and so it's all new again. But we'll try to hang with you guys. So what has happened since we left you guys the last time? We, number one, got a new website. What does that mean? We didn't just acquire something new. Yes. We redesigned our website to have a better flow, better look and feel.
Better functionality, and with that always comes its fun craters, and we dealt with that for about a week or two, and had our first long night, more than we've had in a long time. Several people pulled what I would say a midnighter. Yeah. So that, but we had
a lot of hands on deck, which was essential for us to get it done that quick.
Could you imagine just you and your team?
No, it would have taken us a week to get that. Yes. And we'd all be mad at each other. Yes. But I totally appreciate everybody's help that reached out and stayed up with us and helped us do all the things that go into that. And I mean, if you've never moved over a website, look and feel is one thing where you can just move over a theme that's already been coded out, which we worked on for weeks, or we didn't, our developer did. But actually moving over from your functionality of how your website works is where you need all hands on deck and how you want it all to be laid out. So it was appreciated for sure.
In the grand scheme of things, it wasn't the website that was so hard. It's that we were like, let's change this function as well.
Yes, exactly. But it came together. We've had really good reviews. If you guys check us out, leave us some reviews especially if you purchase from us. But we like feedback. We want to know what does a consumer look for and what are we missing? So let us know.
Absolutely. Another thing, since we last talked is we had to let go of an employee, and we're a close group here, and so that was hard. But unfortunately, the performance, of the company wasn't being met. Yeah. So that employee was on your team, Lacey. Yep. How did that feel for you, especially coming into that leadership position?
I think, just because we are a small company, smaller, and we all tend to know everybody's life and get familiar with that and be connected in that way. Sometimes it's hard to remember that at the end of the day, we are a business. And if performance isn't there, you have to set standards. And if those aren't met, and you've discussed those things being met and what your expectations are, if those aren't met after that, an action has to be taken, because we are a business and we are in the business of making money, and that has to be our number one focus. And so it's hard. It's really hard. It's almost like a punch in the gut, because you think more emotionally in those times versus just in business sense. And so it's hard to separate those two things, but if it's necessary, it's necessary, and we've gotten through it and moved on. I think it's the first one we've had in a long time. So it's kind of, we try not to to be the high turnover rate.
Everybody.
Yeah, kind of company. We are more of like the family type company where we're going to correct you if you're doing wrong, and we expect you to correct, and we go from there. We don't ever think about like the hardest decision that you have to make, but I mean, we got through it.
Well spoken. Yeah. Well, other than that, that was the sad news.
Yeah.
Right? What was it? A few weeks ago, we participated in a softball tournament, a slow pitch softball tournament.
Yeah.
And it was a group of 14, 15 of us. You know, we're all about 30.
Yes.
And getting out there in the 100-degree weather and just supporting a good cause. And that cause is ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, and supporting research, trying to find a cure for that.
Yeah, for sure. And this kind of hit close to home for us, too, because you have a personal family member that is affected by this disease, and it's tough on a family, but it's really cool to see a bunch of people that can get together for a good cause, and you see your community come out, too, for that same cause, and it was really nice to see. And, you know, your leaders that put on these type things, you have to remember like that they're connected to whatever the charity is that they are putting on events for. They're connected closely probably to that event, and so it like hits home for them when they have a big turnout, and it's important to, you know, to do those kinds of things. Plus for us, I mean, weekly workouts for work, like practices, was fun just because we got to be together, but at the same time, like, we're all struggling through it together because we're not high school kids anymore that are in shape. And
well, one day I definitely had to call it because it wasn't either call it or pass out. So Kiefer laid this over here. Am I supposed to show this off? This is our belt.
So we won first place.
We donated.
For a win. Yeah.
So that was fun.
We definitely weren't the most talented there, but we did participate.
Our first game we won. Our second game we got skunked. So, and then after that, it was just all downhill.
It was.
So it was fun. It was actually good team bonding, too, and working together and trying to figure out, you know, how to communicate even on the field and speak up who's catching the ball and who's not, and who can do what, basically. So, and
to be together in more of a fun atmosphere versus a expectation type atmosphere where we all have to do our jobs, you know. Yeah. So it was fun to be like in that setting.
And for me and, you know, Crystal Lycan, she was on a previous episode. We were like, it's crazy to like have an identity other than like being an employee, or being a mom, like just going to do something for yourself. So we thought that was fun.
Yeah, and parents and older people still have skills. Yeah. Caitlin was our pitcher. She was one of our big hitters, and she was like throwing out all her skills, and I was like, oh dang, look at her go.
I would say at the games, everyone really pulled out all the stops.
Yeah.
Everyone had a heavy
couple people got hurt, but
broken wrist, you know, fun stuff. So,
but through the softball tournament and us practicing for it, Juan from I almost said fully loaded. From Full Send, he made his own initiative of walking 4 miles a day every morning. So there's a group of our employees that come together, meet up here early in the morning, and they walk just for their own health activity. So it's just been a really good initiator of all things good health that we have kind of put into the company.
And it's fun. Everyone, what's a good word? Promotes everyone to come and come and do that. If I had a more earlier babysitter, I would be here, but
Same.
I don't. So.
Same. Yep. Other than that, we have some big conventions coming up. We have an NATDA, which we'll get into later. And then FFA is coming up too in October. So we are excited about that. Getting prepared for that. There's a lot of work that goes into going to these shows. So we are starting that whole process and in the middle of it for NATDA. So
NATDA will be in Nashville this year, and FFA is in Indianapolis. Yeah. So those are always fun times. And then our next I guess, life update is we're going global.
We are. We're going global.
Expanding international.
Yep. So. We're expanding the international markets. Several different places, Canada, Australia, hopeful for Singapore. We're excited about it.
Yep.
So we want to be able to reach more people and to expand our own market, to be able to help any way we can. So we're excited.
Yep.
Going global. Big timing.
That should be our tagline for
this
episode, by the way. Going global.
Going global.
Well, that is all I have to say for this episode.
Yeah, we really just wanted to catch everybody up, right? I mean, where we've been, what we've been doing. Not a whole lot of time has gone by, but stuff happens quick around here. We know this.
I know. I feel like just the time has faded away, and I don't even know where it's went and what it's accomplished. So.
But we're back.
Yeah. We're here, so that's always fun, and we're here, and Kiefer has a bald face, so that's cool too.
Yeah, Kiefer has a really good story about it. Do you want to tell it, Kiefer, or you want
to get in the camera? No, he's too shy.
He doesn't want to get in the camera. Yep. He had a barbecue pit incident and lost some facial hair, so he had to go baby face on us. So
keep looking over there. He's so distracting. But that's all we had to talk about on this episode. Catch us for our next episode where we talk about all things NATDA and what that means and who's going and where we're going to.
Sweet. Yeah. Follow us anywhere you follow podcast or stream your podcast, YouTube, Apple. I always botch this part, but yep. We appreciate the followers that we do have and hope to gain some more.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Hello, everyone. This is Caitlin.
And this is Lacey.
And welcome to season 2 of Women in the Trailers. And almost said ladies.
Your tongue is so blue.
Is it?
Your teeth aren't, just your tongue.
Okay. Well, we're going to do that challenge where you talk with your teeth.